what I eat in a day on my healing protocol. It's a low carb, keto-ish. It's not super high fat right now. I'm still transitioning. So I wanted to get on and show you what it is that I'm eating. It's about 2 meals, 1.5. And for the first meal, I am doing blueberries, organic blueberries. I started off with a blueberry kale smoothie, but because my gut is still healing, I was like, you know what, let me transition away from that. And I had this awesome kale and broccoli sprout powder. So it's freeze-dried kale and broccoli sprouts. So I've been doing that, and then I have my own homemade coconut yogurt in my kraut jar that I reuse. I throw in a little bit of that, and then I also had a few different protein powders. I don't do that well with it, but this one seems to be working out pretty good. It's the same brand, believe it or not, it just so happens to be the case. And it's got yellow pea, sunflower, pumpkin, sacha inchi, cranberry seed, and Jerusalem artichoke. So I basically just mix that in, and I use some organic monk fruit drops. And I've been using this for fat bombs or just for a little sweetness. It's amazing to know how much I crave sweets. I had no idea before this, and it's like, oh yeah, I am a sweet craving addict, basically, recovering. And then this is the other thing that I have, which is a raw organic yacon syrup. This stuff is actually really amazing. Before I started doing this, I was like, it's okay, but it's really, really sweet. And it's syrupy. It's so good. I think yesterday I just sort of dipped a little bit, had that just to curb those sweet cravings. So I'm going to mix that all together. And then before I eat, I take bile salts, Tudka. And then in here is apple cider vinegar and lemon that I mix to help with digestion. And then what I also put in here, along with my distilled water, which I distill every day, I found this electrolyte powder. And what's so great about this is there's no natural flavors, no maltodextrin, no added starches, binders, or anything. It's really the only one that I was able to find, and it tastes pretty decent. It makes the water taste sort of a little bit creamy, alkaline kind of tasting. So I'm finishing that off. And I use a straw because the apple cider vinegar could affect your teeth. This is about a handful of blueberries that I defrosted. Then I'm going to scoop, and again, this was just something I came up with, and my gut has done better with it. But actually, I am going to be starting OMAD, 1 meal a day, very soon. So I will not be having this meal at all, and we'll kind of see how that goes. I haven't been measuring the protein powder. I just put a little bit in there. Can't put too much because I can't do too much of the coconut yogurt because it does have carbs. And then I'm going to put some drops. And I get it all mixed in. Okay, so I have it all. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful that is. Blueberries, that purple, those antioxidants. And then I am going to put a little bit of this. You only need about a teaspoon. I put a little bit more. That's what it looks like. And right now it's almost 3:30, and I've been eating this around 12 to 2, but it's a little bit later. And I'm also going to show you what I do every day, which is rebounding with oxygen. So it's called EWOT, EWOT, exercise with oxygen therapy. It is part of a Superhuman protocol, and it's 3 parts. You start off with a PEMF mat, which I will show you. That's in my bedroom. And then you do the EWOT, the exercise with oxygen therapy. I chose to do it with rebounding, which is so great because before I moved back to the Tampa Bay, Florida area, and throughout my whole healing journey, which is incredibly long, I had not been exercising. Yes, I'd been walking, but there wasn't any intensive exercising. So now it's been, I think, almost 3 months where I've been doing this regularly. And then after the exercise with oxygen therapy, I do red light therapy, and I'll show you the red light therapy panel as well as soon as I am done eating this. So basically, I haven't been mixing the powder in just because it doesn't taste amazing, but I've just been eating that first. It's actually kind of nutty. It's got a little bitterness. You can definitely tell it's like broccoli and kale sprouts. Okay, so I'm all done with this. It was actually delicious. It's amazing when you're not eating a lot. Things can be really, really delicious just like that. Even with the protein powder, I find that a lot of protein powders don't taste amazing. Like I said, I have at least 2 more and they do not taste very good, but that, quite good. I also wanted to show you, I made fat bombs. I will post the video. These are blue butterfly pea. And then I also made just with the fermented cacao with the monk fruit. And I basically use raw coconut oil in one, only coconut oil, so that it won't spike up any insulin, although there is some carbs in cacao. And then the other one I did cacao butter and the coconut oil. So I have one of those or 2 of those. Still transitioning, still, you know, a little bit rough with all of the oils and the higher fat when it's just straight up like that. And then I wanted to go over my protocol, my supplements, and sort of what I do before I show you my exercise stuff. So I start off the day with organic kelp. I take a couple of tablets. And then I don't have my first meal, but the supplements that I take are ashwagandha, an omega-3, a vegan omega-3, DIM, milk thistle, selenium, berberine or berberine, NAC, and then of course I have my electrolytes. And then for this meal, I had taken apple cider vinegar along with fresh lemon, y'all. And then more ashwagandha and milk thistle, and then electrolytes throughout the day. And then for my actual meal, I do ashwagandha, milk thistle, DIM, berberine, and that's essentially the supplements that I'm taking. And then there's also green tea. I was not having tea. I was doing kombucha. I started off when I moved here, I was having some different teas, white teas, black teas, never green tea. And then I transitioned to kombucha. I stopped doing the kombucha. And then green tea is actually on there. And so I had this beautiful, I had 2 different organic, it's from a company that does biodynamically grown teas. And this is just lovely. It's a jasmine chun hao premium organic green tea with jasmine flowers. So I've been doing that. And then I will show you also my sprout setup, and then we'll show you the exercise equipment. So this is my kitchen countertop. I'm experimenting with some different sprouts, but you can see these are some of the sprout seeds that I'm working with right now. I just did some black eyed peas. They were super simple and really fast. Today I'm going to be making, as a part of my new recipe ebook focused on easy to grow sprouts and easy to make raw and living recipes. This is a daikon sprout that is looking so beautiful. I'm going to be making a sunflower tuna sushi with a bit of the daikon sprouts. They are super spicy, so you can't use too much, but I'm going to be doing that. And then I'm also making a mung bean zucchini noodle dish that is with almond butter, coconut aminos, super creamy and sweet. So when I come back later, that is what you'll see. This is kale. I tried one batch of kale, didn't work, but these are going to be amazing for a collar wrap that I'm going to be making as well. And I made yesterday a green pea hummus, turned out amazing. That is some fenugreek seeds back there. I made a fenugreek salad with olives. All this is going to be featured in my ebook. And then alfalfa, I made a Philly wrap with the alfalfa sprouts, and it has like mushrooms, bell peppers, and onions. The quinoa, I don't think it's going to make it. It does look like it's trying to sprout, but don't think it's going to do very well. This is the sunflower seeds. These sunflower seeds actually sprout. Believe it or not, it's really, really hard to find ones that actually sprout, but that's going to be for the tuna sushi. So that's the sprout setup. I have anywhere between, 2 to 6 jars going at once. And let's go ahead and get into the exercise equipment. So this is the PEMF mat right here. And these are the controls. This is actually something I got, I think 2 months ago. and it's a red and a blue light therapy machine for your mouth because I got it to see if it would help with my gums, and I don't know. We're going to keep experimenting. So that's a PEMF mat. You've got different settings here, as you could see, in different intensities. So you start off with this for about 10 minutes, and then I'll take you to the oxygen therapy. Okay, so this is like my little exercise room. This is what I started off with, was the Juve. I actually want to sell that, I just haven't had time. And then I have two smaller, a red light and a blue light in there as well. And this is a personal sauna. So this is the rebounder, which I had for years and never used. So it's really great that I'm putting it to use. I have been doing about 20 minutes, so it goes down about half. And then I do the other 20 minutes, and then that's how it gets refilled. And it takes over an hour to refill it. You wear the mask and then you rebound. It's pretty simple. So that's what I do. I don't use that treadmill. So I do that for about 20 minutes, and then I go do my red light therapy. And this is the red light therapy panel. This is my zero gravity chair. So I do the front for 10 minutes, and then I do the back for 10 minutes. So that's my whole regimen. And then I've been riding my bike for about 45 minutes every day as well. So the exercise is definitely happening, and I feel I'm building up strength slowly but surely. So we will be back later for dinner. Okay, I'm back, and I have my sunflower tuna sushi, which I'm going to taste. And that's going to be featured in my new recipe book, as I had mentioned. And this is a mung bean sprout salad with zucchini noodles, and I used a sprouted almond butter, some coconut aminos, a little fresh mint on top. My friend's actually here waiting for me, so he's mostly going to enjoy this. I made this yesterday as well. I thought he would like this, but let's do a tasting of the sunflower tuna sushi rolls. And before I started making recipes for my ebook, it was pretty chill, just big salad, sometimes natto, different things on it, sprouted lentils. But I've been eating so many different things, usually like 2 meals for the last few days, because I've been making these recipes. And I just roll these by hand. I don't even try to make them too pretty, but they turned out pretty good. So I think this is going to need a little bit more soy, but let's see. That definitely needed more soy. These are the daikon sprouts, and I only put a little bit because I didn't know how spicy they were going to be, but that wasn't spicy, so I'm going to go all in and do like a mound of it and see if it's really spicy. They're pretty chill, actually. That's amazing. Anyways, y'all, so that's my what I eat in a day, keto-ish, low carb, and 2 weeks in, so I'm not sure when I'll do another video. The last time I did a what I eat in a day was over a year ago, but I thought it was about time that I got on and shared with you. But looking forward to sharing more about my healing protocol, and until next time,